What if I told you there exists a book, an ancient, enigmatic text that claims to reveal what happens to us when we die? A book so profound, so shrouded in mystery, that it has been whispered about in secret societies, studied by mystics, and guarded by those who believe its knowledge is too powerful for the unprepared. This is not just any book. It is said to be a map of the afterlife, a guide to the soul's journey beyond the veil of death. Imagine for a moment that you are standing at the edge of an abyss. Below you lies the unknown, the great mystery that has haunted humanity since the dawn of consciousness. What lies beyond? Is there light, darkness, nothingness, or something beyond our wildest imaginings? This book, known by many names, the Book of the Dead, the Tibetan Bardo Thodol, the Egyptian Book of Coming Forth by Day, claims to hold the answers. But here's the twist. This book is not just a description of the afterlife. It is a manual, a spiritual guidebook designed to prepare the living for the journey of death. It speaks of realms beyond our physical world, of trials the soul must face, and of the ultimate reunion with the divine. It is a text that transcends time, culture, and religion, offering a glimpse into the universal truths of existence. Why does this matter to you, here and now? Because understanding death is the key to understanding life. The ancient sages believed that by confronting the mystery of death, we could unlock the secrets to living a more meaningful, purposeful, and enlightened existence. This book is not just about what happens after we die. It's about how we can live fully, with awareness and intention in the here and now. In this video, we will embark on a journey into the heart of this mysterious text. We will explore its origins, its teachings, and its profound implications for our understanding of life and death. We will delve into the esoteric wisdom it contains, uncovering the secrets of the afterlife and how they can transform the way we live today. But be warned, this is not a journey for the faint of heart. The knowledge contained within this book has the power to shake the very foundations of your reality. It challenges us to confront our deepest fears, to question our most cherished beliefs, and to open our minds to possibilities beyond the limits of our imagination. So are you ready to step into the unknown, to peer beyond the veil and discover what lies on the other side? Then join me as we unravel the mysteries of the Book of the Dead, the ancient text that explains what happens when we die. Where did this mysterious book come from? Who wrote it, and why? The origins of the Book of the Dead are as enigmatic as its contents. While many cultures have their own versions of this text, the most well-known are the Egyptian and Tibetan traditions. The Egyptian Book of the Dead, or the Book of Coming Forth by Day, dates back to the New Kingdom period, around 1550 BCE. It was not a single book, but a collection of spells, prayers, and incantations designed to guide the deceased through the afterlife. These texts were often inscribed on papyrus scrolls and buried with the dead, serving as a roadmap for the soul's journey through the Duat, the Egyptian underworld. The Tibetan Bardo Thodol, or the Tibetan Book of the Dead, is another profound text that explores the afterlife. Attributed to the great master Padmasambhava, it was hidden as a terma, a sacred treasure, and later discovered by a Tibetan monk in the 14th century. This text is a guide to the Bardo, the intermediate state between death and rebirth, and offers detailed instructions on how to navigate this liminal space. What is striking about these texts is their universality. Despite being separated by thousands of miles and centuries, both the Egyptian and Tibetan traditions share remarkable similarities in their descriptions of the afterlife. Both speak of a journey fraught with challenges, of judgment and purification, and of the ultimate goal of union with the divine. But who wrote these texts? Were they the product of human imagination, or do they contain genuine insights into the nature of existence? Some believe that these books were divinely inspired, channeled by enlightened beings who had glimpsed the mysteries of the afterlife. Others argue that they are the result of deep meditation and spiritual exploration, a testament to the power of the human mind to transcend the boundaries of the physical world. Whatever their origins, these texts have endured for millennia, passed down through generations as sacred wisdom. They remind us that the question of what happens after death is not just a philosophical curiosity. It is a fundamental aspect of the human experience. What awaits us after death? According to the Book of the Dead, the journey of the soul is a complex and transformative process filled with trials, revelations, and opportunities for growth. In the Egyptian tradition, the deceased must navigate the duat, a treacherous underworld filled with demons, gatekeepers, and tests of virtue. The heart of the deceased is weighed against the feather of Mayat, the goddess of truth and justice. If the heart is found to be pure, the soul is granted passage to the field of reeds, a paradise of eternal bliss. If not, it is devoured by Amit, the devourer of the dead. The Tibetan Bardo Thodol describes a similar journey, but with a unique twist. In the Bardo, the soul encounters a series of visions, both terrifying and beautiful, that are projections of its own mind. These visions are not external realities, but reflections of the soul's karma, its accumulated actions and intentions from past lives. The text provides instructions on how to recognize these visions for what they are, and to avoid being drawn into the cycle of rebirth. What both traditions emphasize is the importance of preparation. The afterlife is not a passive experience, but an active journey that requires awareness, courage, and spiritual maturity. The spells and prayers in the Egyptian Book of the Dead are not mere incantations. They are tools for the soul to navigate the challenges of the duat. Similarly, the teachings of the Bardo Thodol are meant to be studied and internalized during life, so that the soul is prepared for the trials of the Bardo. But what does this mean for us, the living? These texts remind us that death is not an end, but a transition, a doorway to a new state of being. By understanding the journey of the soul, we can begin to live with greater purpose and intention, knowing that our actions in this life have consequences that extend far beyond the physical realm. In the next part of our exploration, we will examine the practical applications of this ancient wisdom, exploring how we can use the teachings of the Book of the Dead to transform our lives today. How can the teachings of the Book of the Dead help us live better lives? The answer lies in the concept of memento mori, remembering death. The ancient sages believed that by keeping the reality of death ever present in our minds, we could cultivate a deeper appreciation for life and a greater sense of urgency in pursuing our spiritual goals. One of the key lessons of the Book of the Dead is the importance of living with integrity. In the Egyptian tradition, the weighing of the heart against the feather of Mayat is a powerful metaphor for the moral accountability we all face. Every action, every thought, every intention contributes to the weight of our hearts. By living virtuously, we ensure that our hearts are light and pure, ready for the journey beyond. The Tibetan Bardo Thodol emphasizes the power of mindfulness and self-awareness. The visions encountered in the Bardo are a reflection of the mind, and by cultivating a clear and focused mind during life, we can navigate the afterlife with greater ease. This is why meditation and spiritual practice are so central to the Tibetan tradition. They prepare us for the ultimate test of death. But the teachings of the Book of the Dead are not just about preparing for the afterlife. They're about transforming the way we live in the here and now. By embracing the reality of death, we can let go of our attachments, our fears, and our illusions, and live with greater freedom and authenticity. In the final part of our journey, we will explore the ultimate goal of the soul's journey, the reunion with the divine. What lies beyond the trials of the afterlife? What is the ultimate destiny of the soul? What is the ultimate destiny of the soul? According to the Book of the Dead, the journey of the soul does not end with death. It culminates in the reunion with the divine. In the Egyptian tradition, the soul that successfully navigates the duat is granted eternal life in the field of reeds, a paradise where it is reunited with the gods and with its loved ones. This is not just a physical place, but a state of being, a state of perfect harmony and unity with the cosmos. The Tibetan Bardo Thodol speaks of the possibility of liberation, of breaking free from the cycle of birth and death and achieving enlightenment. This is the ultimate goal of the soul's journey, to recognize its true nature as pure, luminous awareness and to merge with the infinite. What both traditions teach us is that death is not an end but a beginning, a return to our true home. The trials of the afterlife are not punishments, but opportunities for growth and transformation, designed to help us shed the illusions of the ego and realize our divine nature. So what does this mean for us? The living. It means that we are not separate from the divine. We are expressions of it. Our journey through life is a journey of awakening, of remembering who we truly are. By embracing the teachings of the Book of the Dead, we can align ourselves with this higher purpose and live with greater wisdom, compassion, and love. As we conclude our exploration of this mysterious text, let us remember that the greatest mystery of all is not what happens after death, but what we choose to do with the gift of life. The afterlife is not a distant reality. It is a mirror of our own souls, reflecting the choices we make every day. So I leave you with this question: how will you live, knowing that every moment is a step on the journey of the soul? The answer lies within you. Thank you for joining me on this journey into the mysteries of the Book of the Dead. If you found this video enlightening, please share it with others who seek to understand the deeper truths of existence. And remember, the journey does not end here. It is only the beginning. Until next time, stay curious, stay awakened, and keep exploring the mysteries of life and death.